All right. Please, the media. I'll be starting from slide 5. Then you go to slide 10. Are you set? Now, so let me establish the vision and the mission of NNHR, the Nigerian National Health Record. Our vision is to establish the permanent, highly secure, and invisible digital nervous system of Nigeria healthcare, where every citizen vital medical data is secured, accessible anywhere across the country at any time. Let's leave the big English. What does this mean? It means that we are creating a world. We want to create a world where a patient have access to his medical record, regardless of his place, time, or hospital. Then our mission, what we are to engineer and scale a zero trust bandwidth interoperability framework that eliminates healthcare data fragmentation, slashes out of pocket clinical test spending for family, protect patient data privacy through rigorous screening design, and equip medical personnel with real time verified insights to ensure optimal health. So, what are we going to do to achieve this? Number one, we are creating a zero trust policy. That is, your information is encrypted, and the only person that has access to it is you. And your doctor might borrow the access whenever he's consulting you, not that he always has it with you. Now, let's go to slide 10. Slide 10. Now, we are going to tell you why this product, why this software stand out from the status quo. Of course, in the status quo, we have some other software that have used, like the one they use in NHIS, other hospitals, and the rest. But then, why does this NNHR stand out? Firstly, from the name, you hear Nigerian National Hospital Record. This is not to be, it's not subjected to either a private company or a public company. This is going to be integrated under every health sector in Nigeria, either the primary, secondary, or the tertiary health sector, so that seamless data can be sent and it saves time. Now, ecosystem stability versus siloed app. Just like I said, NHIS has their own app. Sure. UDUT have their own app. IUTH have their own app, but it is what? It is siloed. Everybody is holding it to himself. My information, my patient, they are holding it to themselves. But we are going to create a framework that allows hospitals to connect to themselves, communicate. In terms of referral is going to be made simple because the doctor can just refer from his own desk to the whatever hospital is going to refer them to. Hence, information are not being privatized and they are not being used against the patient. Also, zero trust consent architecture. Most of the hospitals that we have here sell our data out. Some sell it to those that do research. Some sell it for money gain. But with this, your data is going to be protected under your own. The only time your data can be given to your physician is when you approve of it. That is, whenever you will go to visit a physician, if you need your past medical record, he asks for access. And just like as my partner has previously said, an OTP will be sent to you that you are the one that is authorizing this transaction. Let's go. Now, this is the delivery model, the framework. This is how the app was built. Of course, everything has a backstory. So for the week 1 and 2, architecture and schematic design, back-end security and structural engineering, integration and client dashboard. Let me break it down to you because this is tech and this is coding. Of course, I'm a dev, so the architecture and schematic design has to do with the design, the thoughts, how we fractured it and how we constructed it to be. Then the back end and security engineering. This is where we do the health information, very fragile and vital information that must not be leaked. Hence, our back end, our front end, our API must be well secured. This is why we have to spend whooping 2 weeks developing this and making sure it is well secured. Also, integration and client dashboard. Of course, I'm sure you guys will come for the semi-final and final. We are going to show you the dashboard of the patient, how smooth and how loving it is. Then cloud topology and deploy. Just like they said the other time, the cloud, it is needed so that wherever you get to, you can get your information. Now to summarize everything that we have said so far. What is this NNHR? is this NNHR another thing that's just going to waste our time? What's the feasibility and stuff? NNHR has been proven, like we have done our market analysis, and it has been proven that it is going to reduce economic costs. Because most hospitals, you do your blood test in this hospital, you go to another place, they'll ask you to do another blood test, do genotype and stuff. But once you have your hospital record that is functional, the only thing you need to do is to present your record to the physician, and he is going to get all the previous tests. Also, it is going to save time. The time that it needs for you to be running up and down consulting tests and exhausting energy, you are going to save it by what? By just simply giving out a code. Also, in case of emergency, a couple of months ago, a patient died in Udut's emergency, at Udut's emergency unit, not because the doctors did not know what they were doing, but because he had an allergy reaction to the drug that he was given to calm him. Now, if they have this hospital record, they can just go and check his allergy, his social reaction, and whatever it is that might be detrimental. So what is this NNHR going to be? It is going to bring down the rate of complication. Let me tell you a story. 2023, my grandfather lost his eyesight. Not because of anything, not because of the doctor's incompetence, but because because a vital information was left out. He went to Ibadan, him and his wife, my grandmother, to consult a test. One of his eyes was paining him. And when he explained to the doctor just did their test. Right? When he did their test, he gave him a medicine. Unfortunately, the medicine they gave him reacted with the previous one he had from FMC KB. And in 3 days, he lost his eyesight. My grandfather is still alive today, but unfortunately, he's blind. Now, this is where NNHR comes in. Had it been there is a way to get his previous medical record, because he went with his wife. His wife cannot, they are both old. They are 75 and 81, I guess. They cannot hold every information. Now, had it been they had this, it would have come through for them, preventing complication, saving them in terms of emergency. Now, we are able to prove to you that this thing we should not wait to get to the future. We are actually living in the future now. When we have NNHR, we are going to make sure that things that can be avoided, death, complication, economic, and even burnout on both physician and patients can be avoided. Thank you.